Good morning. Last lectures we completed the two topics. That is, the first is the classification of feedstuffs. The feedstuffs can be broadly classified into two, that is refuges and concentrates. And second topic, that is the livestock populations and availability of feed and fodder. So these two topics are completed. Now today we start the third topic, is study of nutrients and their nutritional importance. Third topic, that is study of nutrients and their nutritional importance. So what is meant by nutrients? Nutrients. So what is meant by the nutrients? So the nutrients is a substance or any food constituents that promotes the growth, maintenance, production and reproduction of the cell or and organisms. So the nutrients is required for the growth, maintenance, productions and nutrients. So there are the 6 major nutrients which are required for the proper growth and maintenance, productions and reproductions. So these are the first, water, second, fats, third, proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins and minerals. So these are the principal nutrients which are required for the development of an organisms or cells. So now we study the first nutrients, is the waters. First, so the water is the one of the most important or vital of all nutrients for the regulations of life. So out of these 6 major nutrients, is the water is one of the most important nutrients for the regulations of life. In fact, animals may live for more than 100 days. Animal may live for more than 100 days without organic food, but the animals may die within 5 to 10 days without water. So out of the water is one of the most important nutrients. So the water is the simplest, readily available and cheapest food nutrients. In cattle, water is present approximately 70 to 80%. So in case of the cattle, the water is present in about the 75 to 80%, at the time of the birth. 75 to 80% at the time of birth. 68 to 70%. The 60%, 68 to 72% at about the 5 months of age of the particular cattle, and 50 to 60% at about the 50 to 60% in case of the mature animals. So in case of the embryo, the water percentage is about the 90 approximately the 90% at the embryo, 75 to 80% at the birth, 68 to 72% at 5 months of age, and in case of the mature animals, the water percentage present in the body is about the 50 to the 60%. So these are the in mature animals the water percentage is present. So if the water is present body, the greatest amount of water in the body tissue will be found in the intracellular. So out of this the water percentage, so the most of the water is present in the body is the intracellular waters. So these are intracellular waters. This intracellular water is found in the muscles and the skin with lesser amount of other tissues. So the most of the water is the muscles and the skin, and these are the then is the extracellular waters. So the intracellular waters is present in the muscles and in the skin, and the extracellular water is found in the interstitial fluids which occupy spaces between cells, blood plasma, and other miscellaneous fluids such as lymph, synovial and cerebrospinal fluids. Extracellular water accounts for the second largest water compartment, or roughly the 1/3 of the total, with about the 1/3 of the total body, of which about 6% of the blood plasma, and most of the remaining body water will be found in the contents of the GI tracts and the urinary bladders. So the waters which are present in the animal's body is about the intracellular and the extracellular. So the intracellular, there is about the water is present in the muscles and in the skin, and which accounts about the 40% water is found only in the intracellular. So the largest amount of water is found in the intracellular. So these are the water. So the water percentage which are present in the body. Then sources of waters. Sources of waters. See, the water available in the animal body or animal tissues comes from the following sources. See, the first is the drinking waters. First is the drinking waters. So the drinking water is the major source of water and contributes about 75 to 80%. Contributes about the 75 to 80% of the total water requirements. So the first source of the sources of water is the drinking waters, which contributes 75 to 80% of the total water requirements. This the second sources is the water present in feed and fodder. So the second sources of the water is the water present in the green feed and fodder or the all feeds. The water contains of the various feeds in plant origin is taken by the animals through their feeding. Green fodder contains about approximately 70% water. So the green fodder containing 70% of the waters and the dry fodder containing about the 10 to 15% waters. So these are the green and the dry fodders. So the water is present in all the plant origins particularly. So the second source is the water present in the all feeds. Then the next is the sources of water is the metabolic waters. The third source of the waters in animal body is the metabolic waters. So in the metabolic water, metabolic water is produced inside the body by metabolic processes of tissue, mainly by oxidation of nutrients, which comprises to about 5 to 10%. So the metabolic water contributes about the 5 to 10% of the total water requirements. So which nutrients, which the oxidation is the particularly carbohydrates, proteins and fats produce different amount of waters. So that the metabolic water is produced by the inside of the body by metabolic processes of the tissue, mainly by oxidation of nutrients, that is the carbohydrates, fats and proteins, and which contributes about the 5 to 10% of the total water requirements. So each gram of the carbohydrates, proteins and fats. So each grams of the carbohydrates, proteins and fats on oxidation yields or produces about the 0.6 grams of the carbohydrates, 0.4 of the proteins and about the 1.1 grams of metabolic water respective. So the metabolic by the oxidation of the nutrients. So the 1 gram of carbohydrates produces the 0.6 grams of the metabolic water, 1 gram of protein produces 0.4 grams of the metabolic water, and 1 grams of the fats can produce about the 1.1 grams of the metabolic water. So the 1 molecule of glucose on oxidation gives about the 6 molecules of the waters. So these are the sources of water. So we discussed about the First, nutrients, that is the waters. This is the importance of waters. Water present in the animal body and the sources of waters in the animal body. Next lecture which is the functions of the waters. Thank you.